The locked room, starred by Prasannakumar as Mr. Thor, Inspector Davis as Vasan, and Abhishek as Mr. Zack. The setting is like this: a dimly lit library with a large locked mahogany door in the center. Bookshelves line the walls, cluttered with antique volumes. A single lamp casts an uneven glow. Mr. Thor enters, nervously checking his watch. Inspector Davis paces the room, frustration etched on his face.
Inspector Davis.
Ha! Mr. Thor, you're here.
I apologize for the delay. Traffic was horrendous. So, what have you found?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. This room was locked from the inside. The window is sealed shut. And no sign of forced entry.
But Mr. Blackwood was found dead inside. How is that possible?
I've been asking myself the same question for hours. This case is baffling.
You mentioned Zack, the magician who performed at Mr. Blackwood's party the night he died. Do you suspect him?
We can't rule anything out at this point. She performed a disappearing act mere moments before Mr. Blackwood was found here, locked in this very room.
The door cracks open as Mr. Zack enters, his face hidden in shadows. I haven't seen you made much progress, Inspector.
What are you doing here?
Relax, Inspector. I simply couldn't resist observing the progress of your investigation.
You are awfully calm considering a man just died.
Death is a part of life, Mr. Thor. But I assure you, I had nothing to do with this Mr. Blackwood's demise.
Then how do you explain your disappearance from the party just before he was found dead?
An illusion, Inspector, nothing more. My magic relies on misdirection and audience participation.
So you are telling us you can simply vanish into thin air?
Magic never reveals its secret, Mr. Thor. However, I can offer you a clue. Zack walks to the bookshelf and meticulously examines the spines of the books, her fingers trailing across the bone leather.
What are you doing?
This very room, held more than just Mr. Blackwood on the night of his passing. It also held a hidden truth, a secret he desperately wanted to reveal. Suddenly, a hidden panel opens behind the book, revealing a small wooden box with intricate carvings.
What is that?
The keys to solving this mystery, Inspector. But be warned, unlocking it might unleash consequences none of us are prepared. Evelyn and Davies exchange a hesitant look. Evelyn, ever driven by the truth, leans forward.
We have to know what's inside, Zack. We have to know what's inside, Zack.
You are both brave souls, but are you willing to face what might lie beyond? This secret may be better left buried.
We can't turn back now. We owe it to Mr. Blackwood to see this door.
Mr. Zack nods, a flicker of concern in his eyes. He carefully retrieves the box and places it on the dusty table. The air thickens with anticipation as he examines the intricate lock. This box requires more than just physical manipulation to open. It requires the key of memory, the key of trust, and the key of sacrifice. Are you prepared to provide this, Inspector? Mr.
We can try, but what exactly do you mean by the three keys?
The key of memories lies in the past, in a shared experience, Mr. Blackwood. You must remember something he confided in you, something that might shed light on his secret.
He did mention something peculiar about an old legend, about a hidden society.
Legends, fairy tales, that's all well and good. But we need to concrete evidence, not folklore.
The key of trust, Inspector. The key of trust lies in your willingness to believe in the impossible, to accept that this world holds more than meets the eye. Mr. Blackwood trusted you with his investigation, and unlocking this box necessitates the honoring that is trust.
I've always been a man of logic and reasons. But looking at this room, at this impossible situation, maybe there's something to your magic after all.
As for the key of sacrifice, that, my friends, is something you'll each discover during your journey. It's a personal cost, a piece of yourself you may have to relinquish to reach the truth. The weight of Zack's words hangs heavy in the air. Thor and Davies exchange a look, a silent understanding passing between them. They both know this is a point of no return, a doorway leading into the unknown.
We are ready to proceed, Zack. We will find the key of memory, building the bridge of trust, and face whatever sacrifice awaits us.
A flicker of admiration flickers in Zack's eyes. He hands Thor a worn leather journal, its page filled with cryptic notes and sketches. This belonged to Mr. Blackwood. Perhaps within its pages lies the key of memory you seek. Thor accepts the journal, his fingers tracing the worn leather cover. A surge of anticipation courses through him.
What about me? What's my part in this cryptic ritual?
Zack points towards the bookshelf where a specific book stands out from the others, its spines adorned with a peculiar symbol. This book holds the knowledge you need, Inspector. It details the history of the hidden society Mr. Blackwood mentioned, their rituals, and most importantly, the secrets they guarded. Davies approaches the book with a mix of apprehension and curiosity. He opens it, the yellow pages whispering forgotten secrets. As they delve deeper into their respective tasks, the library becomes a stage for a silent symphony of focused investigation. Thor scrutinizes the journal, searching for a hidden message, a clue that unlocks the past. Davies immerses himself in the book, his brow furrowed in his concentration as he navigates the labyrinth history of the hidden society. Hours pass, they only sound the rhythmic tick-tock of the grandfather clock and the rustle of turning pages. Finally, a gasp escapes Thor's lips.
I think I found something. There's a passage about a specific ritual, a ceremony that involves unlocking a box with 3 keys, the very same keys you mentioned.
I found it too. A description of box you hold. Thor and the intrinsic carving of its surface. They corresponded to the 3 keys.
Zack smiles, a hint of relief washing over his features. They've taken the first step, their individual journeys conveying on a single purpose. Excellent work, both of you. Now we must decipher the clues within the journal and the book to understand how to activate these keys. It won't be easy, but together we may unravel the mystery that lies within the box. The play now takes on a collaborative effort as the characters pool their knowledge and resources. They decipher the cryptic symbols, translate ancient languages, and place them together in a single, straight, linear order. The days blurred into nights, fueled by coffee and relentless pursuit. Thor deciphered the cryptic poem finally, revealing a specific linear sequence of the movement which needed to activate the key of memory. The final piece of the puzzle remained. Zack stood, his hand hovering over the box. The key of sacrifice is mine to offer. This secret, once revealed, will forever alter the course of my life.
You don't have to do this alone, Zack. We are in this together.
We can face the consequences as one.
Zack met the gazes, a flicker of gratitude softening his features. With a deep breath, he spoke an incantation, a melody of forgotten words that resonated deep within the library walls. Inside, nestled in velvet, lay a single folded piece of parchment. Thor, his hand trembling, reached out and picked it up. As he unfolded it, the air crackled with anticipation.
It's a map leading to Shutter's Island.
The play ends with Thor's voice trailing off, leaving the audience to imagine the shocking revelation the map holds.